What's up, y'all? It's your boy Roy,
And it's your boy Will, man.
and you guys are at the
The
Too
Too
Smooth
Smooth
Podcast. This is our first one. We just wanted to dive in today and talk a little bit about basketball as the season ended abruptly. We just something to keep fans going and give the people something to talk about. So we wanted to talk about top 5 players of all time. Obviously, these are both opinionated. This doesn't make this your own reality. We know you guys have your own opinions and open to hear about those. But this is
I'm going on the record and saying if you don't agree with my top 5, I don't care because it's the top 5.
all right. Top 5. Who's coming in at number 5 for you and why?
Coming in at number 5, like we was talking about off the record, I got my boy Magic Johnson number 5, man. I just feel like he's a pivotal person in this game, man, and you just can't ignore all the things he did for the sport. And he's one of the, if not the top, one of the top point guards of all time. So you gotta fuck with him.
I think Curry might have something to say about the top point guard of all time. It's neither here nor there. For me at number 5, we got the late Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace. I think that Kobe, for the longest time, obviously was one of the best scorers and one of the best at his position behind Michael, pretty much all of his career. Although I will say, though, I think that when it came to Kobe, like, there wasn't much I feel like he could have done to eclipse Michael ever. And I think that, not to say that that matters, but I measure it from that just because their games are so similar and they wanted to do so much, a lot of the same. So for me, that's why I respectfully put him at number 5 along with his 5 championships.
I can respect that. Number 4 for me was tough, but I gotta go with Derrick Jones from the Miami Heat. No, I'm playing. Number 4 for me, I gotta go with my man Will Chamberlain, man. Like,
Will? Why Will?
because that was definitely he was the most dominant big man of his era and of like anything we ever seen before. I just feel like he deserved to be in everybody's top 5 because he's done something that ain't nobody ever done, can't think about ever doing again. That 100.
Do you think anybody can score 100 again?
Who doing that? Who doing it? It's not like the defense dudes is too set up for it. Too many smart people in the game now, like that know more, can do more. Like he was able to score that 100 because nobody back then could mess with him on any level. Like you was not fucking with Will. You couldn't stop him. Everybody in the league now can be stopped to a certain degree. Like the most I think we'll see somebody drop is what Kobe did with that 81. I don't see like a super good scorer like Kevin Durant is not about to drop 100.
But that's where we say, like, if you drop KD back where Will that, he probably dropping 200.
But you could say that all day, but at the end of the day, we don't have time machines, so.
Okay.
But equal. So you think if you put Will in today's era, he's dropping 100?
No, I know he's not. That's just my point.
That's what I'm saying. No one's ever doing that again. That's why I feel like he should be in everybody's top 5. Like he's doing something that nobody could ever do again.
I guess
Nobody's doing that.
Hey, if you want to put it like that, then I'll give you that.
Thanks.
For me at number 4, I gotta go with my boy Magic Johnson. He led the Lakers for several years throughout the 80s and the 90s, and the Lakers are just a tough team, and not too many people were able to beat them. And in that era, like the basketball was just so tough. And what I liked about that time in that era of basketball is like everybody was so loyal to their teams, and not that many people moved around a lot like they did today. And it was more just like loyal. It wasn't about the money as much then as it is now. So like I said, you saw Magic with just the Lakers for forever. And when you think about Magic Johnson, you think about the Lakers and just how he was a two-way playmaking slasher. Mm-hmm. And like I said, he got on both ends and did what he did every night.
I can respect that. Number 3. people really probably gonna try to kill me for this one, but I'm gonna stay true to myself, and I'm gonna go Brian, man. Brian number 3 for me.
Okay, why?
Brian number 3 just because is, as far as we know it, that's like our version of Jordan. You know, like we didn't grow up watching Mike. We did grow up watching LeBron. Even though that's not my favorite player, and he's not better than my favorite player. Like he still got to be in the top 5 of all time just because he influenced the game in such a way. And how long he been doing it? This still a dude who been in his prime since like his second year in the league. Like, so I mean, that alone, and yeah, you just gotta respect everything he's done and still doing. So I definitely gotta put him in the top 5.
Yeah. Well, for me, number 3, I have another small forward. That boy, number 33 from Indiana, played for Boston Celtics. None other than that main man, Larry Bird. Larry was a problem. He has to be the coldest white hooper of all time because the way he would just go out there and manhandle people and toy with them was like crazy. Like crazy.
That was a bad man.
Like crazy. Like it's funny. Like he just makes me want to get better. Like right now, like he literally played a game with his left hand to get better for a more important game 2 days later. Like who does that? Like what? And then when at the All-Star break, when he went into the locker room talking and didn't say nothing to nobody and just looked at all the other contestants and just like,
So who's coming in second?
Right. like who's coming in second? And like you don't see that much today in our game because we're just so much about like respect
cool.
and respect your opponent and all this other stuff, and it's a friendship, which is good, but that's really cool to hear him say something like that and be that cocky and then go and back it up.
Larry is tough, or was tough. Number 2, rest in peace, my boy. I gotta go Bean. Gotta go Kobe because shit, he is like the epitome of what a lot of us wanted to be like. When I was younger, I used to watch a lot of Kobe just to motivate myself. You know, like to this day, I watch a lot of Kobe to motivate myself. Anytime I'm feeling like not doing something, when it comes to like working out or anything like that, or my preparation for seasons and stuff, I always just dive in and look at Kobe. Like he influences people in so many ways other than basketball. But as far as basketball, that dude is just unmatched. Like his approach to the game, the stories you hear and you see, that dude is just deadly. So he got to be my number 2.
Number 2 for me, I'm gonna go with the guy from Chicago, Michael Jordan. For me, obviously his game talks for himself. He was a phenomenal scorer, terrorized the leagues for several years, and broke many records and did so many things that, again, people probably won't be able to do again. My biggest thing, though, the way my opinion sways the way it does, is just like I mentioned earlier. I just think that competition wasn't as well then, and I think that allows for people to kind of just do whatever they want to do to people and set those records. And then people just be like, oh, it's done, and he did this, and this. And then it's like we have to want to be like, okay, well, if you put this great player now back then, he's going to do that too. And that has to mean for something. It just has to. So it's like, yeah, and then I've been seeing a lot of stuff about like, oh, MJ would average 45 in a game today. That might be true, yes. But then he could be the next James Harden, because I know that for a fact he is not coming around here and doing all of that, and they're not three-peating around here with all these great teams and dynasties and all these great role players there even are now in today's game. They're not just sweetly winning championships like that. I'm sorry. They're not playing against the Phoenix Suns in the finals. So it's like, that's where it's at for me. So, like, do I think that he could play here? Yes. Do I think that he goes 6 for 6 in the finals in this era? Heck no. And you have to bring that up because I feel like that's what everyone wants to talk about his career. Yes, he can score.
But if you switch him and your main man of who I think you finna say number one, if you switch him, I think LeBron would still have a losing record in the finals back then. With how they used to play, he might not even made it out the East. You got to think like what LeBron does now, and dudes can't even like hit you like how they used to. Like you really think how LeBron play going to the rim like that, and he go against the bad boy Pistons. Like LeBron would probably be out the league because he would probably be too injured to play. Like they would kill him.
Yes and no. We also have to realize that a lot of people will be trying to do that stuff to LeBron to this day. They just physically can't. If they were pulling him down like how you see those videos of people pulling LeBron down, they're like, oh, that's soft. No, he's 6'7" or 6'8", 280, and you just can't do that well.
But a lot of it, too, is though they rock with him and they try not to hurt him.
But
back then, they would not have cared about LeBron enough to be like,
saying,
hey, I'm going to just hold you and not really knock you out there. Bro, did you see what they used to do to Jordan and all them other?
But he's also was a twig compared to LeBron. We have to realize that, bro.
They still clothesline him. Bill and Beer would clothesline him. I don't care how big you is. Somebody could clothesline. I could clothesline LeBron out there if I wanted to. Like, if I really tried to just knock him out the air, like, use my full strength to just knock him out there. And it's not like it's just one dude doing it. They had, like, their whole team was on dirt.
Right.
At the end of the day, 5 niggas trying to knock you out there and kill you.
I just think
it's not that sweet. He would have.
If he could overcome it as a twig, then LeBron definitely could as my Iron Man. I call him my Iron Man.
It's not. I think they just mentally is in 2 different places though. I don't think he would.
But I don't. Soft. I think that why would he not adjust to the game?
It's not like part of it is because he's just soft and he kind of in a softer league. But like,
just say I don't think he's soft.
But he is kind of soft. He's kind of soft. He's soft. Cause I'm thinking about that one time with the freaking Heat when he left the game, like off a cramp and didn't come back and like he like just would not hoop again. And then you compare that to somebody like Jordan who just got his ass beat, who still came back and still kept coming back, or Kobe who fucking tore his Achilles, kept playing and then walked off, or Clay who tore his ACL in a game, shot his free throws and walked off. Like, it's just a different breed. Like, mentally.
So are you trying to say?
I'm saying they would.
Klay Thompson is tougher than LeBron James.
Obviously, mentally.
Okay.
LeBron tear his ACL in the middle of a game. What he doing? He coming back and shooting them hoes? You think so? Yeah. You genuinely think so? I would rather
my GOAT take that little fall and take you like, oh, I'm hurt or saying he's soft, and he exits that game than him being done and never being able to play again.
Or he could be like my GOAT, MJ, and just get up and be like, y'all ain't breaking shit.
Your GOAT did what? Came back to the finals last year to freaking lose, and now he was out for a whole year. That was silly for some guys who didn't even like him.
What finals did he lose in?
Just this last year.
What are you talking about? I said my GOAT is Michael Jordan.
Oh, the KD.
First of all, what you not finna do is what you not finna do is disrespect KD. Now that's the whole difference. That's what you not finna do. You're not finna disrespect KD.
But yeah, that's just where I'm at with
LeBron getting his ass beaten. He probably still have a losing record.
LeBron number 2 for me.
Oh, he's your number 2?
No, I'm gonna say Jordan.
Oh,
well, I think that it's all about like. It's funny because like a lot of these guys, except for like Larry and Magic, everyone like feel to be the best player. Like they feel like at some point, we all feel like at some point they had to like quote unquote do it on their own. But no, Magic had a great team.
Yeah, I don't. I've never said that.
Had a great team.
My whole thing is always like you need help. It's a 5-person game.
But everybody like, oh, you don't need help. You don't need him. Only people who really won championships on their own that we could say we really seen was 2010 Kobe, and the next year, realistically, Dirk, because he just Dirk versus LeBron, you shouldn't have been able to do that.
Yeah, I give you Dirk, but Kobe still had a smooth team too. Like
2010, no, he did not.
He had hoopers.
Who?
Look up their roster right now.
I already know their roster. What
was the roster?
Because
I'm pretty sure he had Powell.
That's it.
I'm pretty sure he had Lamar.
But those guys weren't all
They were
stars.
hooping. They were hooping. He had a good team.
But yeah,
You don't got to be an all-star to not, like, you could be a cold-ass role player, bro.
But even if so, like, he was a superstar with all role players.
But they not your typical role players. Them niggas was cold.
I mean, so yeah, we got Shannon Brown, garbage. We got Shannon, we got Powell, we got Meta World Peace, Lamar, we got Bynum, Derek Fisher.
That first five, they were not weak. You got to.
Personally, they should not have been able to be my team at the time, the Boston Celtics.
Why not? That was a good matchup.
First of all, Meta World Peace should not be on the court with Paul Pierce giving him dirt.
What do you mean? He's
Lamar
a
Odom
defender.
and KG,
He's a defender.
they averaged 10 points a game.
You can't be a defender and still average double
but those
digits.
are like their main guys. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Bro, you can have a role. You
can
could be a main guy and your role is not to score.
We'll make him by himself. He averaged 30. Wow, the next best dude averaged 18, and then the next dude averaged 15, which was who? Andrew Bynum. Okay.
Like I'm just confused as to where they scrubs though. Like those are all good players. They were good for their role.
I guess I'm just thinking about it more like I didn't start watching it. I would say to like even more in like the 2010s. So like I still consider this like old basketball because a lot of them dudes shooting middies and layups and weren't really good post players outside of Powell. And like I said, Meta World Peace doing whatever he was doing out there. Like
A
I don't
fucking
think
defensive stopper.
I mean, yeah, but I don't know. I still don't think he's like no Draymond that, as far as like the role he played.
That wasn't his role. He wasn't supposed to be like Draymond.
But yeah. So who's your number one?
Michael Jordan.
Why?
Been saying that. Because outside of Kobe, we really haven't seen nothing like him. Nigga. Second of all, he is somebody I can honestly say can play in any era and be a dog. We can't say that for too many other people. That puts him just kind of like in his own separate lane. Obviously, you got the winning 6 for 6. Like,
All right.
that boy won 3, said, you know what, I'm going to take a little break and and then came back.
Look, I'm out of that.
I'm gone. Big Rex, they long. Come on.
Oh my gosh. See, like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, this Boston team had, like, several different, over, like, it looked like their whole team averaged over double digits. Like, how did they lose?
That's neither here nor there. Michael Jordan. Your GOAT.
Awesome. Are you done?
I ain't got nothing to say about it.
Now,
Y'all know who my GOAT is. Skip. You know who my GOAT is. He was born December 26, 1982. To Gloria James from Akron, Ohio. You know that, man.
LeBron James.
Of the Los Angeles Lake Show. Yeah, man, LeBron is just he's so good. It's crazy. Like I said, I've never seen a guy dominate the entire game in several different ways. In several different ways in the finals and still lose and be blamed for it. That pisses me off. Because it's like, you
They
see
always
him
blame
out
the
there.
main nigga. That's just life.
You see, I was like, they're like, oh, LeBron's 3-6. But I'm like, did you see what he was out there doing? Like, his teams were literally just that bad.
But like you just said, it's his team, so he's gonna take the blame. You the main man. When y'all win, it's on you, and when you lose, it's on you too. And that's just the world we live in. That they look at your fails more than they look at your success. That's just life.
It's weird to me. Because it's like, oh, let's be like, Jordan's 6 for 6.
Jordan been in the league 6 years.
Hmm?
Which means I said Jordan was in the league 6 years. Which means he was losing all them years just first rounds. So you mean to tell me first round exits or second round exits are more honorable than losing in the finals?
To me, you lost altogether.
But then no, because that's not the case. Because then that don't make sense then. Because then everybody be like, oh, well, he was losing all those years.
What are you talking
But
about?
everybody's just like 6-0, 6-0.
You talking about everybody? I'm Will.
Okay, so what you think?
I think you lost. You lost. So
So then you don't care about the whole 6 for 16 or 6-0?
Huh?
You don't care about his 6-0 record then, or his
as
alleged?
far as his finals, that's what I care about.
So,
Like when LeBron wins 6, I will put them in the same category.
no matter how many he lose.
No, because you won 6, nigga. That's what matters, nigga. You got 6.
I'm like, see, but that's what I'm saying. Like more people are like,
No.
I like the path like he went, and I watched it like I said several years. Like there was no one in the East that were going to beat us. Like it was inevitable. Like it just wasn't going to happen because of him, and it became so more because of him. Because it was like we seen in the documentary with LeBron, like there were times where our stars were out. Kyrie would be out, Love would be out, and then it would happen when we got more down the line, like the finals. And it was like, okay, we're at the finals. Like that other team on the other side that's facing us, they're not sweet. They're there for like a reason just as much as we are. And we need to be super ready to play them. There's no like him being Superman that's going to help us because the Golden State Warriors is the best team that anyone's ever seen. And this was pre-KD. So it's like, that's how great they were regardless. Like, Steve Kerr did a phenomenal job, and him and Mike Brown and those guys. And so it's like they figured out like the perfect way to play basketball, and we didn't know how to defend it. You didn't know how to defend it because it's like you think about it. I'm like, geez, like several years later now, it's like, how are they killing people with just 2 shooters and Draymond Green as a playmaker? Like I feel like that's not so hard to guard, but then it's like.
But the thing with them is you got to look at, they just wasn't your typical shooters. Like, you got, so, like, Steph isn't like Ray Allen. Like, he's not spotting up. He's coming down. He'll hit you with, like, a pat, and then shoot that bitch from half court. Like, no one's seen nothing like that.
Wait, who's that? Clay?
Huh?
Clay
No,
or Steph?
Steph. And then Clay will come through. Clay 6'8". Like, he not just some little dude, some little shooting guard. Like, yeah, he's a spot up, but he's also 6'8". And he will go past you and go dunk that hoe. Or go past you and shoot the mid-range. Like, he's on so many levels. And then they'll set so many screens. Like,
yeah, honestly, Curry
and then you got Draymond, who will guard your best player. And he's a playmaker, so he's finding them.
Right.
You know, and then they role players they had. Like, Harrison Barnes was hooping.
Right.
Bogut, hooping.
I think for me, like, Curry will probably go down as, like, top 3 for me.
Who?
Curry. Like, as the longest time, like, I grew up, like, for me, like, you know how they were, like, Detroit versus, like, the Lakers. Like, they hate each other, like, Dennis Rodman and them before he was on the Bulls. Like, they just hated each other. That was for me, like, Curry. I hated Curry. But then I just started, like, watching them more, like, as we're going against them, like, the Cavs. As I'm saying, we are referring to the Cavs from, like, 2014 to 2018. And I was just watching, I would get so mad, but then like after I'm like, he's really just that good. Like he's really good. It's like he's really good. Like and you watch his highlights, he's a phenomenal finisher. Like he's so small, like 6'3", 100 pounds.
But
he's really getting through laying
that's
people.
Actually, the crazy thing people don't realize though, because a lot of reports about Steph is or people who guard him is everybody say like y'all be thinking Steph little. Like if you look on the TV, Steph be looking like he only like 6'1" and stuff. But people always say that like no, dude 6'3" and he's stronger than what he look like. Like Steph ain't no little ass kid. Like that's a grown man. Yeah. Plus the fact that he would shoot your face off.
Right.
Like
no, yeah, like I said, he's that man. Okay, what do you think about like?
Don't say nothing about KD because KD will always win.
Over like him and Curry? You think he's better than both of them? I'm not giving you both of them.
Both of who?
You think KD is better than Curry and LeBron?
Oh my gosh, nigga, he has a better chance of guarding Curry than Curry has the chance of guarding him. Like, if you put them on each other, he will fuck Curry up.
And you don't think he's doing the same?
Out of 10 possessions, he would score on Curry between 8 and 10. Curry would score on him between 6 to 8 times. That is a 7 foot.
And for the record,
That is a 7 foot guard.
Right.
He's a 7 foot guard, which means he's used to guarding guards. Like, that don't scare him.
So you think they could guard Curry?
You hear 7 feet and you thinking like a center. No, he's 7 feet and he's moving too. Like, I'm here.
And you think he guarding Stephen Wardell Curry?
He has a better chance of guarding Steph than Steph has a chance of guarding him.
Let's,
So you think Steph
for the
guarding him?
record,
You
let's
think
say
Steph
that
guarding
that's
him?
literally basically only because of height, though. Like, let's leave it for like skill for skill.
If they was both the same height, if Steph Curry was 7 feet, he would fuck Curry up. Niggas like Steph is a more like Steph is a more comparable person. How many 7 foot people are like a shooting guard that you know of that are like KD?
Just Bi.
And he ain't even like KD. He just tall and lanky, so
And
people.
Giannis.
He is not like KD.
I'm saying, like, you said 7 foot guards.
That's not Giannis is not a 7 foot guard.
What is he?
He's
Does
just
he not have the rock in his hand, bringing it up.
No,
to
he's just a
can't
7.
shoot.
He's like a literal 7 foot. Just like niggas ain't fucking with that. Like he's just a fucking weird creation, nigga. But he's not doing stuff like KD.
Yeah, because he can't shoot like him.
He can't dribble like him either.
I'm not saying like literally like him. Like his handle is probably not like an 82. but,
He
like,
don't have a guard handle like KD do.
Okay.
KD will come down, hit that nigga with a pat, pat, pat. Go past him, snatch back, and then spray that hoe. He don't got that. Who's 7 feet? You know who got that? 7 feet. 7.
I give him
None.
that. I give him that.
I could go find a Steph Curry, Trae Young. Same thing. You could go like Curry is more of a like I could go find a 6'3" dude that shoots your fucking lights out and dribble all day.
But you realize like that comparison that you said with like Trae Young and like Curry, it's more kind of like how like Kobe was saying like he modeled his game after Jordan. You have to realize that like there would be no Trae Young if there wasn't no Curry. Obviously Curry made that because everyone in the world wants to play like Curry. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Cause he's more relatable. Like
He's not relatable.
That's
no one can do. Really, no one can do the stuff he does. He's shooting from
he's
half
more
court consistently.
he's more relatable though. That's
Yeah,
why everybody.
relatable
That's
as in,
why
like, I
people.
wanna
That's
do
why
it.
people say he has more of a draw to him than LeBron does. Cause your average person or your typical person is not about to grow to be 6'8", swole, jumping out the fucking gym, and just that. And
Well, it's literally genetics, but like I said, you
But
don't
I'm
know
saying,
too
like,
many people
I don't-
ever shooting fadeaway half court threes, bro.
you could learn that though. You can't learn LeBron's athleticism. You can't learn Kevin Durant's height.
Understandable.
I can learn. I can go in the gym and just put countless hours in, and become a good shooter. Because that's all Curry did. It'll take me a long time. It took him his whole life. We just seeing the benefits of it now. But it took him his whole life to do that. But you can't teach nobody to like, hey, bro. So this is what we gonna do this summer. We gonna grow you to 7 feet. All right. We gonna grow you to 7 feet, and you still gonna keep your guards.
I'm like, huh?
Yeah, we gonna grow you to 7 feet this summer. We gonna put real work in. You know, we gonna get you to 7 feet. No, like you can't do that. You can't teach that. And then I'm just saying, like, yes, Curry is better, or not better, but not as good as him. Curry is good, but KD is what?
Curry.
Barbecue chicken.
Oh my gosh.
He coming down. Bro, you just really disrespectful. This
Sorry,
really make
bro.
me mad. This
Wardell,
disrespectful.
Wardell.
No, bro, you smoking complete
Wardell.
dick.
Wardell.
You smoking dick.
Wardell.
I would have took more leeway to your LeBron. I would have took more leeway to that. But Curry, that's just disrespectful. I feel like that's rude, man.
Give or take, bro.
I feel like that's rude. Granted, he better than LeBron too, but I would have respected you more.
Good one. Good joke, bud.
Game 3, 2 years in a row. Bucket.
That is true. I seen that video.
Bucket.
I was like,
Bucket.
I had to watch it. I was like, dang, he did us like that. I was sitting there like,
Bucket.
whoa. I was literally watching. I'm like, why you have my bro walking out the arena really mad? You have my bro LeBron walking out really mad. I'm like, okay.
Bucket.
But, yeah, so yeah, my top 5 again. Kobe, Magic, Larry, Michael, and LeBron James.
Michael, Kobe, Bron, Wilt, Magic.
All right. Well, thanks for coming out to.
Y'all could send in y'all top 5. I can honestly say we won't care if it doesn't correlate with ours, but
He'll mean that. I will always listen to y'all. But thanks for coming out to Too Smooth Podcast.
we gone.